I had chemo today. It's been a few weeks. I had been hospitalized, and then I moved. And so it was thought it was best if I held off on my chemo for a while. It was a good thing. I needed it. My body needed to rest. I don't know how my chemo's going to react to it. I mean, the tumors, the metastases in my lungs. I don't know if they're going to find the time off advantageous for them. I don't know. But I do know that I was stronger and better able to handle the chemo this time after having the break. My doctor says that sometimes we need to take care of the non-cancer issues in our lives, that they're more important than dealing with the disease. And she's right. She's very right. By my saying I had chemo today, I mean I had chair infusion. I have metastasized colorectal cancer. It has metastasized, or in other words, spread to my lungs. This isn't something new. This is something I've been dealing with for 5 years now. 5 years this month I started treatment. Only back then I had radiation as well as chemotherapy. But now it's good old chemo. I've recently switched back to full Fox chemo from Full Fury. I now get, among other drugs, oxaliplatin and fluorouracil. The oxaliplatin, along with other drugs I got today while sitting in a purple recliner at the University of Vermont Medical Center. The fluorouracil I had attached to my body through my port into my chest by a tubing which is attached to this lovely black bag that I'll be carrying around until Friday. Today, well, technically it's after midnight, so today is Thursday, but I get it attached Wednesday afternoon, and I will wear it until 2:30, about which time the pump will run out, and I get to go. They will attach the tubing from my chest, remove the needle from my port access, and I will have just about a week and a half chemo-free. It always makes me happy because the chemo gives me slight nausea. Not anything really horrible, but enough to make me uncomfortable. And I sometimes get kind of weak and dizzy. But I take steroids during this time as well, and that gives me a little bit more energy. I won't really be sick for a couple of days. They give me long-term anti-nausea, and that'll keep me pretty well shored up until about Sunday afternoon. It'll start to hit me. I'll start to get tired and weak, fatigued, I guess they call it. And I won't feel good for a few days. I call them my down days. They last anywhere from 2 days to 4 or 5 days, depending on how it's going to hit me a particular time. I'm not sure exactly what to expect this time. This was my third full Fox in the new regimen. I do know that the other chemo that I'd been on for about 4.5 years, almost 5 years, was harsher in some ways. Irinotecan, Full Fury, along with the fluorouracil, gave me really bad diarrhea, painful, cramping, so forth. So in that way, the new chemo is better. I do have diarrhea with it, but it's not the same. And I used to get awful sweats, and those seem to have passed. And I sleep a bit better. before on the fluorouracil, the fluorouracil mixed with Urina Decan, I would possibly get an hour to 2 hours sleep. Tonight I've gotten close to 4, and I'm expecting to get more sleep when I'm through this recording. And if not, at least I can rest. That I don't know is so much the chemo as it is the steroids that I'm pumped up with. And I'll take steroids tomorrow morning, or technically this morning. And I'll take them again on Friday. And I'll take them again on Saturday, which is why by the time Sunday afternoon rolls around, my body will start weaning themselves off from the steroids, and I'll start getting weak and nauseous. And by Monday, I'll feel pretty crappy. Monday, Tuesday won't be good days. I'll spend a lot of them in bed. I'll probably have a little bit of vertigo, dizziness upon standing, a lot of weakness, and nausea, and the diarrhea will strike. And I won't be hungry, and I'll have an insatiable thirst. I want water, continuous water. But it doesn't last long, and I know that. And as my doctor said to me at the beginning of this whole journey, she says, you're going to have days where you feel terrible. I'm not going to tell you you're not, because you will. The best way to get through those days is to remember that there are good days ahead. And this is only temporary. She's right. They're temporary, and I always look forward to the better days. I probably have 1 or 2 down stretches during this time where I start to feel sorry for myself and think, why do I have to go through this? But that's okay. It's okay to feel as you feel, as my daughter says. Feel what you feel how you feel. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's true. But I don't sit around and mope and feel sorry for the fact that I've got cancer. I've got cancer. That's the way it is. I don't say, why me? I say, why not me? What would make me any different than anybody else? So what do? I write. I write poetry. I talk to people when I can who've been diagnosed and try to shore them up. It is what it is. I'm not going to change it. As I was reminded today, lovingly, I'm never again in my life not going to have cancer. I don't know if that's what's going to eventually take me. It probably will. Or some type of a relation to cancer. If that's the way it's supposed to be, that's the way it's supposed to be. But hey, I've had 5 years. And again, it was pointed out to me that with the type of cancer advanced to where mine is, there was only a 14% chance I would make it this far. 14%! In some ways, it's a little chance. In other ways, dang, that's huge. I'm lucky. I'm not so much lucky that I'm alive and suffering through this. I'm lucky I can be here for my kids, my family, those I love. And that's what makes me happy. Yeah. I had chemo today. I'm on chemo now. I'm a little queasy, achy, my feet hurt, hands hurt. I have neuropathy thanks to the chemotherapy, but I'm here. I'm alive. I have my kids. That makes it okay.